Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Grizzly Bear Sims YouTube channel. I will apologize in advance because while this is a mod review, it probably will go more than 5 minutes. Okay, so coming up very soon, you're going to start seeing a brand new mod appearing on the maps that I'm playing on my channel, and this is the FS17 Seasons mod. Okay, this is the greatest thing since a pocket on a shirt or sliced bread. Trust me, this is basically going to take FS17 to a level that perhaps we could not imagine, perhaps we thought was only going to be possible once cattle and crops came available to us. But this mod is now available, and even though I've been farming with Seasons for many weeks, many months now actually, it's been a very manual process, and it's been like I said, it's been sort of managing spreadsheets and keeping track of when things should be planted and all this kind of stuff, and it's been very difficult as you have possibly witnessed. So here's the deal: this mod is beta, very much beta. It's very much a state of change. There's updates being taken. A couple of hours ago, 2 hours ago, there's files that have been updated. So this is going to be a living, breathing beta mod for some time. So please only download this at your own risk. And I will tell you that while I am not the mod author for this mod, I'm not a mod author, period. I'm just a game user, game player like yourself. I will do my very best to help you. If you have questions or what have you, leave a note or leave a comment in the videos, and I will try to help you the best that I can. Okay, that's a deal that I'm willing to make with you. Okay, so there is a link in my mod spreadsheet. You can get to that by going to grizzlybearsims.com. Click on the link for the mod spreadsheet. Look at that. It's going to be down in the very bottom, the testing section. I will also put the link to this GitHub website in the show notes as well underneath the video. When you come here, you're going to want to click on clone or download and then download the zip file. Okay. Once the zip file downloads, this is what is going to appear, and I'm going to just slide this window right over here. You're going to get a FS17 FS17 Seasons Master zip. Okay, this zip file simply placed in your mod folder will not work. You're going to have to unzip this. So what I do, and this is just what I do to keep things simple, because normally my downloads folder has got a bunch of stuff in it. I'm going to move this into an FS17 folder that I created just to keep things organized. I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to extract all of this into that folder. Okay, it's going to take just a moment to do, and we're done. Okay, so now we have this. So we're going to open that folder. All of this information from data to the README, you want to select data, do Control A on your keyboard, which will select everything. You want to right click. You want to choose send to. I use WinZip, by the way, and just or 7-zip. So just Google 7-zip, and you'll get the download for that. You want to do send to compressed zip folder. That's going to zip everything up. Now, what I called this, let me just take a look at my mods folder here. Just bear with me, please. I called this FS17 underscore seasons, just so I could keep track of it. Okay, so when you save this, this is the file. It's got everything in it. I just opened it, and you see data through README. It's got everything in the zip file. Take this zip file, put it in your mods folder. Okay, once you do that, once you start the game, you will see this as Fruit Fix Seasons version 1.0 in your mods list. Click the checkbox. Go ahead and start your game. Now this is my test map. This is Goldcrest Valley, just the default version of this map. But let me Let me show you very quickly some of the goodness that this mod provides. Now, I've had to sacrifice the real-time mod, which typically would show the real time under the game time where it says 8:20. You might remember in my videos it would show the real time, which would happen to be 7:41 p.m. right now as I'm recording this. But there's some other cool things that's being listed. So in the upper right hand corner where we see the game time and the amount of money that we have accumulated, you see a new HUD, and that's showing 7 degrees Celsius with sunshine. That is the current temperature for the day. Now, if you look up in the upper left hand corner under controls, we will see that we have a new left Alt F key, which will show you the forecast. My gosh, this is the missing thing that we loved in FS17, especially those of us that relied on the Soilmod, and this is now back. This mod has brought this back to us. So we can see that our 7-day forecast, Monday, we're going to have Celsius, a high of 20, low of 7. Now, for me being an American, trust me, Celsius doesn't mean a whole lot, but I'll figure it out. We'll just have to grin and bear it. I'm not sure if you can change that to Fahrenheit or not, but we'll figure that out if need be. Do Google calculations and print yourself a cheat sheet or something and hang it next to your monitor. But this is going to be great. This is going to be wonderful, I tell you. Okay, so that's what that does. So we'll go ahead and get rid of Alt F. Now, let me just read to you some of the features that this mod has, and I just need to move my mouse over and bring about this, and then we will just go right back where you can see that. Okay, so seasons. Some of the features of this mod. Plowable snow in the winter. Let me repeat that again. Plowable snow in the winter. Okay, it may not be guaranteed that you're going to have snow, but there could be. Okay, soil temperature is properly modeled using thermodynamic equations and historical data, which introduces interesting aspects like soil is frozen in the winter and sometimes in the first few days of spring, so you can't work on it. How cool is that? They changed the weather system to fit with the seasons. Rainy in autumn, sunny in summer, snow and hail in winter. Winters have longer nights than summers. In the winter it might be light for only 8 hours, while in the summer it could be nearly 17 hours. Well, that's pretty true to life. Pedestrians do not spawn in the winter, so that's cool. We're not going to have to worry about seeing pedestrians running around in shorts walking up and down the sidewalks in the winter time. We now have a 7-day weather forecast. I am so excited about that. Crops. The vanilla growth is completely disabled. The mod controls all the growth of the fruits except for the normal trees at this point in time. Winter will kill certain crops. Grass is not back to stage 2 in the winter. Crop growth duration is much longer, for some crops more than half a year. Growth is adjusted to match real life as much as possible. For example, some crops will not grow if planted at the wrong time of the year. Winter and spring crops are now possible. You might remember that as I was doing Goldcrest Valley with seasons, I talked about planting like winter barley, winter wheat, even maybe winter canola, which is done here in the U.S. Quite frequently in states like Oklahoma and Texas, even out in the Midwest. Let's see, what else? Growth is configurable and can be changed by map makers to suit their map, so it's completely customizable. Just need to scroll down my page here for a minute, just bear with me. All right, maintenance, age and maintenance. Now tractors will age in days. So let's just quickly walk over to our Massey here. Gosh, we haven't seen this Massey Ferguson in quite a long time. You might remember this is the map that I started Goldcrest Valley on, and we will now see in our upper left-hand HUD, we will see that our engine has 19.6 engine hours and in 8 days maintenance will be required. That's pretty cool, right? All right, so let's get out of that tractor and walk back over here. New maintenance algorithm with repair, maintenance, and taxes is available. Keep your machine clean to lower daily maintenance costs. If the machine is not used, you're going to pay less. That's just obvious, right? You can repair your vehicles at the vehicle workshop, either placeable or on the map. It is more expensive at the dealer. That makes sense as well. I've said that even back in the FS17 days, that I felt like that they should give us the opportunity, if we repair vehicles on our own shop at our own farm, obviously that would be cheaper than taking it to the dealer. Well, this mod is making that happen. If you don't maintain your vehicle, it may break down. That's cool. Okay, so finance. Our loan cap is now set to 70% of your total owned land value. Now, I've not actually tested this, but let's just take a look and see if we can make heads or tails out of this. Here we go. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like we can obtain a loan up to $525,000 base, and I think that before it would have been capped out at about $200,000, I think. So that's really cool. I've also said that along, that I felt that we needed to be able to go deeper in debt based on real world circumstances, and finally we can do that. So that is awesome. Also the new maximum loan is set to $5 million. So again, it's based on 70% of your total loaned land value, which could be considered as collateral or security or whatever. The interest has been adjusted to the new year length. Okay, that's cool. Helpers, wages have been changed to fit the new economy. Overtime before 6 a.m. and after 6 p.m. or on the weekends pays at 150%. Animals have been adjusted to the seasons. They drink more water in the summer than in the winter. That's pretty obvious. They need more straw in the winter than they would need in the summer. And they only birth babies in the spring, pigs and sheep and cows in the summer. Again, real world scenarios here. Milk and wool production depend on season. Wool only in the spring. Milk is spread out across the year, mostly in the winter and in the spring. All right, so this is really cool, and I still need to get my head around some of this. By default, I noticed that that basically it was set for 10 game days per season. So that would be a 40-day year. That's just way too much. That's going to be much longer. If you remember, in my sort of my pseudo season that I have been doing in 17, I had set my seasons for 4 days. So spring would be 4 days, summer would be 4 days, fall would be 4 days, winter would be 4 days, etc. So a 12-day year. That's probably what I'm going to test and look at and see how that works. But this is also very, very cool, and I'm looking forward to getting this going on my gameplays that's already in progress. And then obviously from here on out, I think that this will be obviously something that will be installed and used, and obviously a part of my video series. So again, get the link down below the video or on my mod spreadsheet. You have to extract the file. You can't just place that zip file in your mod list. Make sure you check that GitHub website frequently. I would check it every couple of days, maybe even once a day, depending on how frequently you play FS17. When a new version is available, download that new version, because there will be updates and fixes and potentially new enhancements and everything to the mod. I think this thing has the potential of being Soilmod on steroids, kind of, because I mean everything is affected. We're even going to get to see, and I don't know if we can duplicate this or not. We'll just quickly kind of run over here, and again, my apologies, because normally well, those are all evergreens, so those we would not expect to turn any different color shade, but I don't know, maybe this tree over here, if we control R and we sort of skim through the seasons here, will we see Will we see those fall turn to fall colors? I have heard that they will go fall colors. Maybe? Are we there yet? Yes, we are. Look at that. Look at that beautiful fall orange reds. I tell you what, I live in Colorado, and like some places up in the New England area, you see this, but the fall colors here in Colorado, the yellows, the oranges, the reds of the aspen trees, this is going to give a completely new dynamic to map makers and map builders and such. It is just truly amazing, and we finally have that, and it's autumn, so let's keep going and see if we can see some additional weather conditions. Nighttime. Of course, we're burning money here because we're not doing anything. There's some rain. Sorry, that went by really quick. Here we go. We're coming into autumn. More oranges, more. That's just beautiful, beautiful stuff. Keep on going, keep on going. Here we go. This is the last day of autumn. Here we're coming into winter. It is cold. The soil is hard, possibly frozen. Crops don't grow or even die. So you get these prompts. Very cool stuff. Keep on going. Great demand for something or another. It went by too fast. We'll come over here to one of our crops here and see what's going on the fields. It's cold. Look at that. -3 degrees. I mean, that's like Colorado weather for us here, which has been the last couple of days. It has just been miserably cold. -4 degrees. Okay, there's some rain. Don't know if we'll see snow. Come on, snow. Give us some snow on the ground. It's the last day of winter. Maybe we won't have it. There's no guarantee that you're going to get snow. The ground is frozen, and maybe there's snow. There's some snow. Will it accumulate? Will it accumulate? I don't know. It did not accumulate, but the ground is frozen, so we can't plow. We couldn't do those kind of things. Trust me, I have seen pictures, and it's a brand new year. Happy New Year. I have seen pictures from this mod showcasing plowing of snow and all that sort of stuff. So there's no guarantees, but there's no guarantees that you're going to get snow any given year. Well, unless you live here in Colorado, and we've had our share this year. But I think you sort of get the idea of what this mod is going to bring to the table. And I do apologize that I've probably not done this thing justice. I would encourage you, if you're brave enough, I would encourage you to go out and, before I say that, look up in the center of the screen. It will tell you some information. Crops that will grow in the next transition if planted now: wheat, barley, rape, sunflower, soybean, maize, potato, sugar beets, oilseed radish, etc., etc. Our soil temperature is 7 degrees Celsius. A lot of information. This mod has so much potential. Of course, it's raining, so we couldn't harvest or anything now. And I think this is just really cool. If we come over, maybe our trees are still kind of brown, so this wouldn't really be true in the springtime. At least here in Colorado, these trees would basically be barren. The leaves would have already fallen. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. This is a huge change for what we would normally have. So as we continue to go through spring and such, maybe these trees, we'll see them turn back to green, and maybe they will. Hopefully they will soon. It should be soon, based in spring. Here in Colorado, we start getting green leaves on our trees in mid-April, early May. Sometimes they come a little bit sooner rather than later, and we end up losing trees and everything due to heavy snow and such. But cool stuff. And I would encourage you, the sun is high, crops grow, good stuff. Will our plants turn green again? It's summer. Okay, so perhaps this is a little bit of a bug, but again, this is beta. We should be seeing green on these trees and shrubs because it is now summer. But how cool is this? I would say, again, if you're bold, if you're up for a challenge, grab this mod, be part of the community, and learn about it, and keep it updated, and stay tuned to my YouTube channel, because obviously I'm going to start showcasing this in my Let's Plays that I'm doing, both with Lawfords as well as Coldborough Park Farm and Goldcrest Valley, more than likely. As a matter of fact, when we come back and we start that series in winter time, it will probably be winter time, obviously representing here with the new mod, and we will be having fun. So again, I'm sorry because this video has gone 20 minutes, so this whole 5-minute mod review, I have let this thing go 15 minutes longer. And again, I know I haven't done this justice, but hopefully you've gotten enough excitement about this. You can tell I'm excited as all get out. So this is very cool. I appreciate you watching, and until next time, thank you so much for being a part of my channel. Please leave a like, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to sharing FS17 with you, and I hope that you learn something and you benefit, and you can take this information and broaden your horizons on FS17 on your own virtual farm. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.